Hey guys, so today we're going to have a bit of a how-to, or I guess it's me trying how-to for the first time. Make some do-it-yourself tarp tensioners, and we'll see how it goes. Here's what the finished product is going to look like. So let's get to making it. So a number of you might be familiar with this, but Silnylon, whenever it gets wet, it's not fun because it sags a whole lot. And that's something to consider. I mean, I've hung in with this under this tarp a couple times now, and the big thing is that even with a little drizzle or a little condensation, it doesn't take a whole lot for your really taut, tight setup to start to sag a lot and to start to kind of fall down on you, on your face or whatever. So I'm hoping that these kind of do the trick and take care of any of those problems out. So these are all the materials we really need. So we just need a black marker. We need some shot cord, and I've cut these into 12-inch lengths. And here we have my tarp with the guy line tie-outs. So here's what we're going to do, and we'll see how I am at doing this with one hand. But we're going to loop the shot cord through and just kind of fold it down like this. And then here's what we're going to do. Next, I'm going to stretch the shot cord out as far as it goes, and then however far that goes on the guy line, I'm going to make a black mark on it, like this. So here's how it goes. Stretch it out as far as it goes till it's taut. And if I snap my hand, I'm going to be pretty upset. So I pull it out, and it goes till about, let's see, till about there. So then that's the spot. I just mark with the Sharpie, or in this case, Expo. Just make a black mark. And then that's the mark I use. And what I'll do at this point is I'll just make a clove hitch. All a clove hitch is I'll make one loop, and I'll do the loop method. And then I'll do another loop. And I cross them over and get that intersection right there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the two ends of the shot cord, and I'm going to put it through that intersection, and I'm going to pull it tight. I'm going to leave just a little bit right there at the end. I'm going to cinch it up pretty good. That's just the clove hitch. And so the idea is that you just made a tarp tensioner. So whenever you set your tarp out, set it out with it taut, and stick it out like this, taut. And then so what happens is, as your Silnylon, when it gets wet, it does tend to sag. So if you set it up taut, over time what will happen is, the shot cord is what will go back to what it's supposed to and take up a lot of that sag in the tarp. At least that's the general idea. We'll see how it works. I haven't tested it yet. I've seen what it's like when you don't have tensioners on there, and you can end up with a tarp on your face. So that's what I got. Just something to consider if you try these do-it-yourself tarp tensioners out is that what you'll have at the end, of course, is you'll have your tent stake under tension. So be careful when you're pulling these out, that you're not making a projectile with your tent stakes. We'll see how the clove hitch holds up over time is the big thing I'm curious about. The additional benefit of having these do-it-yourself tensioners as well is that if for whatever reason, let's say the shot cord breaks, if you have a really windy day or whatever, then you still have your guy line attached to it. So it's not something like where if you were, I've seen some people make their guy lines out of shot cord, but like I said, if the shot cord does break, you can rely on your guy line at that point, is my understanding of it. So I'm curious to see how this test bears out. Future videos, watch for these tarp tensioners, and I'll let you know later how they work.